And a disturbing video has emerged on social media of Team GB Olympian Charlotte Dujardin whipping a horse.
Yes, the video shows Charlotte hitting the horse with a long whip at least 25 times during a lesson for another rider.
The six-time Olympic medalist pulls out of Paris 2024 following suspension from the competition.
Well, joining us now is former editor of Horse and Hound, Lucy Higginson. Lucy, this is a video clip that has shocked a lot of people, I think it's fair to say. As far as you know, is this common practice or is this very much out of the ordinary?
It's very much not the norm. It's profoundly shocked everybody in the equestrian world, because people may infer that this sort of behaviour is more common, and it really isn't. And horse sports has worked really hard to try and convey how horses are trained, how they're bred, how they're selected, how they're produced over years and years and years. And almost every rider who makes a living out of sport comes into the sport because they love horses. A lot of them work incredibly hard and don't lead a very comfortable life themselves to put their horses before themselves in terms of their upkeep and so on. So this is just immensely shocking, and everybody in the British and international equestrian world feels really sad and let down by it.
How has she responded to this video, to this shocking turn of events? Obviously, such a decorated Olympian.
Well, she's put out a statement that makes it clear how profoundly sorry she is. She says it's absolutely not her normal training practice. This wasn't her own horse, so far as I'm aware, that she was teaching. She has been based with perhaps one of the greatest Olympians of our time, a man called Carl Hester, who's an absolutely fabulous horseman based in Gloucestershire, who sort of found Charlotte as a young rider and trained her and even gave her the ride on the Great Vallegro, on which she won 3 Olympic gold medals. So he is, he's a sort of pin-up boy for kind horsemanship. He's got a great eye for a great eye for talent. He's a big believer in letting his horses be horses and have plenty of time out in the field. He has media, sponsors, visitors to his yard all the time. He's incredibly open to showing people what he does and how he does things. So given that Charlotte is his sort of right-hand woman, it's just profoundly shocking, because all of us know that she is working with an eminent and very kind horseman. So to find, even if it was an isolated incident, that she's behaved like this at all is just really shaken people.
Now, Lucy, some people will infer from this that the whole sport of dressage may be cruel to horses. To some, people may find it quite unnatural, that a horse might move in that way, would learn how to essentially dance, I guess, for want of another word. What would you say to those people, Lucy?
It's not unnatural. I actually ride a horse who offers me some of those movements quite often when he's excited. A lot of horses have them in it, have these movements in them. Not all horses are bred to do it, are bouncy, are comfortable on their hocks, have the natural spring. So the horses that reach the high levels that you see riders like Charlotte doing in dressage are very much sort of selected and purpose-bred to have incredible natural energy that can be trained and managed over years and years and years to do these clever manoeuvres. It's really absolutely not cruel when you do it properly with a horse who enjoys it. Absolutely no point forcing any horse who doesn't enjoy it to do it, as there's no point forcing a horse to go around the Grand National. Certain horses love that, just as certain people love running marathons and others would rather eat their own head than run a marathon. So the same applies in horse sport as well. Some horses are made for it and love it and some don't. But it would be tragic if people inferred that dressage is an unkind sport, because there are tens of thousands of people in this country who are actually making their horses stronger and more supple and giving them a better long-term life because they are doing gentle
which is why I suppose that the people of the Olympics have come down on this as hard as they have. Lucy Higginson, thank you so much for joining us, former editor of Horse and Hound.